Yes. All right, we are live. What is up, guys, on this gorgeous Thursday evening? I'm accompanied by my co-host, Mr. Ace, HackermanAce. How are you, brother?
Hey man, what's going on, Bagsy?
Good to see you again. I feel like we talk every day now.
Yeah, of course.
It's been quite fun. And we're also accompanied by special guest, Prince. How you doing, brother?
Hey guys, happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Happy
Yeah,
to
thanks
have
for
you,
coming
man.
here.
Yo, Ace has been begging. He's like, yo, we gotta get Prince on. We gotta talk
See,
options. We have to talk crypto.
me like Ace and me, it's like we be noticing each other, right? It's like I notice
Hmm.
him be, flipping options in equity markets. Like he's doing some fucking hot plays over there. I'm not like huge in options over in equity markets. I do some trading with them, but yeah. So it's like I'd be seeing him. I'd be seeing him.
Yeah, I see you like my stuff and I see yours. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, this guy.
yeah. It's it's the thing, right? There's not a whole lot of option guys on crypto Twitter, right? A lot of it is a lot of them don't even know what options really do. So,
How were
yeah.
options today? As far as like Bitcoin goes.
Oh, they're fucking wild. I'm trading more ETH though right now, so that's where my focus is. But really, it's like Ethereum is gonna move with Bitcoin. A little more exaggerated or less exaggerated, but you're gonna move with it. Um, the option action was it was an interesting day for me. Like it was day started okay. So I wake up and New York Open. I usually like to be awake for the New York Open because there's typically you get some volatility with Bitcoin around that time. And so I'm awake for it, and there's a little action. Things are looking pretty hot, right? It's like okay, this
Yeah.
isn't looking too bad. Like and so my whole thing was like, hey, I'm net long right now. I got all my long exposure going. Like let's fucking this looks good. All right. Well, then I passed out and I fell asleep for like 2 hours, and of course the 2 hours I was asleep was where the fucking whole the fuck you candle came in, the Darth Maul. Thankfully, I woke up and I was just like, you got to be kidding me, right? Like, the portfolio at the time was pushing new all-time highs, and now it's like, oh, well, no longer pushing new all-time highs. So I just flipped delta neutral fully, pretty much. So I went over to the swap and opened a shit ton of shorts up just to kind of equal out my delta and have pretty much don't get affected by any moves at the moment. And then yeah, that 4 hour candle closed and it sucked. So it ended up being pretty decent the day. Like it started out, I was just pissed off because I was asleep. And then when I saw that 4 hour close, I was like, okay, it's time to, go net short here. And fuck, that move was fast. That was
How
like,
high did high did puts go on that one? On that play in
oh
general,
God.
even with ETH.
I don't even know. I wasn't even watching puts. I imagine though the weeklies got pretty fucking crazy. I haven't even looked at them yet, but yeah, like because what most of my option positions have been, they're net long, right?
Yeah.
So, and I know like just looking at mine, and mine are all focused on the June 28th expiry, and like yeah, some of them got crushed pretty hard. Like it was a good fucking thing. I know how to like flip and play both sides of
Yeah,
the
that
coin.
theta decay, man, that stuff is terrible.
Oh
That
fuck,
kills my
it's
stuff.
crazy, right? Like oh, it's so bad right now. Like like crypto options, you can't fucking like you have to. And this is the thing I see people, and a lot of people don't talk about options on crypto Twitter, right? But you'll see some people go and they'll be like, oh yeah, look at how cheap this call is. I'm gonna buy this, and I'm like, do you know like actually what a cheap option is? Because this isn't fucking cheap, man. Like this is expensive. It's like, look at this IV here. This like the implied volatility is through the roof, right? So, and that's one thing where, like I really like crypto options because selling premium is a pretty attractive thing in these markets, just because they are so expensive, right? Um, it's not like selling premium over on the S&P or some shit where it moves against you one day, IV spikes, and you're just out of a house. Um, and, it's actually funny because when people talk about selling premium, it's typically a topic that comes up that's like extremely risky, right? It's like, you can just get blown up so hard when it happens. But it's funny because like doing it on Deribit, they actually take some of the risk away. When you're selling maybe you're selling calls or you're selling puts, whatever. You're selling premium in equities. You're not going to have that where once your account hits like zero kind of thing, it'll just blow you out and you're done. You just have a zero account, right? They'll start going into your negative balance all of a sudden, and then you start owing them money.
Oh wow,
right?
that's terrible.
Right. So that's the thing, right? And whereas on Deribit, you're not actually going to encounter that type of a situation. You can still get blown the fuck up, right? But that level of risk is kind of out of it. And then you can also set up sub accounts, right? So it's like, because people are like, well, I don't want to like fuck around, and because Deribit's all cross margin and potentially just screw my entire portfolio up or something. And it's like, well, you can make sub accounts. Like you have that option, right? So you can have dedicated accounts. But yeah, I like it. But yeah, if you're, this is the thing. Like if you're buying calls or buying puts right now, I can't really say I would feel comfortable selling premium on calls right now, but just that's kind of just me with crypto.
See, without even like looking at those options, I guess my play would pretty much be like look for these kind of moves when there's these kind of candles going on and pick a direction for the time being for like at least a week out.
A lot of what I've been doing, because I'm directional the way I trade, right? And so a lot of what I've been doing is, when I get a nice fucking dump, because my thesis has kind of been, it's dip buying season, right? Like when you get a nice dump in the market, okay, then we start looking for entries, and we'll see if this holds true for this one today. Like it's, there's a lot of doom and gloom out there right now, but I think if we just simplify it could be looked as a retest, off a previous breakout. So we'll see what happens, right? We could still be in dip buying season, and I'm hopeful we are. But part of that is because you can get those exaggerated moves sometimes with options on. Say you get a big dump and you want to, maybe you want to buy some calls. You're going to get a better price off of a big dump than you are if it's just maybe continuously going higher or something. You're just going to start getting fucked with premium, so yeah, I buy on the dumps, and then I don't really.
That's what happened with me in SPY. I kept going up, and then I didn't realize to get out in time, and it just started decaying. I'm like, oh no, I should have flipped.
That's the toughest part, right? The decay. Like it can fuck you so hard, and that's where you can be right on a play and still lose money. Or
and that's what people don't get is like I realize that doing options, I got to put my risk management like way ahead of anything, because like once things start going wrong and I don't like get out, like it's pretty bad.
Yeah, well, and it's and that's the thing with trading these like crypto options on Deribit. These markets aren't liquid, right? So like when you look at the options markets over on the SPY, those things are they're good. Like you can get in and out pretty easy, and a lot of there's options for trading. The liquidity is fucking great, right? But when you get to these, you're not going to be able to just treat them like you would say if you're trading futures, right? And I think that's another thing maybe people don't understand when they're getting into them, because you're not just going to be able to the spread, the bid and ask, it's huge, right? And to think that you're going to be able to put an order up and that somebody's going to come along and fill it for you is kind of naive, really, for the amount of liquidity the market has. Like it's not really going to happen. So yeah, you got to be able, and that's where like just like understanding your delta and delta, like it's your everything almost. You got to be able to control your delta. If your delta's out of control, you're fucked. But then along with that is you got to be in control of that theta too, right? Like especially with these options, because they're so expensive, the theta will kill you. Like, and so that's where, like, say I'm net long with my options plays, but I've sold more puts out of the money puts to make up for all the decay on the calls that I own. So I'm making money off of decay every day, off of theta burn. But I still have the calls available for that potential unlimited upside. You know what I mean? Like, because selling
later on.
Yeah, selling premium, you are limited to your potential gain, right? So you want that little mix in there of that, to just help with your risk reward in a sense, right? But yeah, you got to be. I think like just understanding like dynamic hedging and all of that. Deribit's platform makes it really easy to do, because you can just so easily go from, say having all your options positions being your main exposure, and then you can go and say, uh-oh, maybe I feel like I'm on the wrong side right now, but there's no fucking way I'm getting out of these positions without taking a massive loss or anything like that. Like, probably just better off to hold these. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the swap or the futures, and I'm going to open up a fat position that's going to go counter to those. And then all of a sudden, your delta's in control, or maybe your delta's in the direction. Now you're going short, even though you
How
have all
far
these.
out can you buy those things?
Pardon me?
How far out can you buy like the option plays? Can you buy them like a year out or just like a couple months out?
Bitcoin has more strikes, I believe, or more expiry dates. ETH is only out to September the 27th or so expiry right now.
That's still not too bad. That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like right now, my main focus is just on the June 28th expiries. Those ones got a lot of open interest right now in general for ETH. So
Very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna toss some money on
Yeah.
there and do some streams with that.
One thing I would say, like, if you want to start kind of managing a portfolio of options, we'll say, you're going to want to hit up the Deribit support and ask them to activate portfolio margin on your account. Without it, a lot of the hedging, techniques that you can do, they get really hard. You almost wouldn't be able to do some of them without it. So that's one thing just keep in mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone doesn't know what portfolio margin is. It's gonna calculate kind of it's gonna be watching. It's your portfolio based on plus or minus 10% move or 15% move, depending on what parameters it sets up, and then it's gonna kind of evaluate your margin requirements based on that. So that's where you can get into a situation where you can have an insane amount of open positions, but yet your delta's in control, and so you still have a lot of funds to work with, kind of thing.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Definitely sounds like I'll have to just get used to it, but definitely it'll be fun.
Yeah. Options are fun. It's such a I'm rambling already, right? It's like I can just go on forever.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that feel. I do that with Bagsy all the time. I'll go off. I'll be like, damn it, fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys say something. You guys talk. I've been talking all the time. I've been saying everything.
Yeah, Bagsy, what's going on with you? What's up your XRP position?
Oh, I closed it, man.
Oh man.
I set some stink bids at the right area, but I went to train at the gym today for like an hour, and I closed my limits. I didn't want to leave it open in case I couldn't monitor, and turns out they would have made great re-entries, but with we keep fighting. The fight lives on. And you, Ace?
Not much, man. I've been
You've
having
been
so
killing
much
the Bybit
fun.
account.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. Got up at the
Yeah.
top, like over here, and I did a short up here. Then got out down here, did a long. Now I'm short, like from around here, this area.
You guys nailed. I was kind of watching that because you guys had that short going for a little bit. I was like, okay, let's see what these guys do here. You nailed it.
Yeah,
I was nervous.
That was
Bagsy had me nervous a lot of the time. Bagsy like, take profit, instead of stop. I'm like, no.
Bagsy's the risk manager.
Yeah, I'm the risk manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to build up my position size bigger. So I took profit several times, but then I got like angry, and I was like, no, I'm putting that back on, but more leverage. So I just kept going crazy. It's been
That
fun.
move
'Cause
today
it's like,
was nice.
yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, that was a great move. It was that move honestly saved my day. Because my morning was so shit. But that dump we had later, that saved my day. It was a great move, and just thank God on the right side of it, because not a move you want to be on the wrong side of. What do you guys think right now? What do you guys think of the market? What are you guys' views?
Well, for me, I'm still thinking we're in this. Hang on, let me zoom out. I still think we're in this rising wedge, which if it breaks down, that'll be terrible. But I mean, it makes sense to correct a little bit before we move up.
Yep.
Especially with the monthly close coming up tomorrow and the next monthly
We got
opening up.
some CME contracts expiring right away too, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
So
Are they all long though?
I have no idea. All I know is every time there's an expiry, everything is just fucked up.
Yeah, there's always volatility that day.
Plus, the one thing I didn't like was that we're running up on the weekly close, or I mean the monthly close on a weekend. So I can't imagine how we'll open up on Monday.
Yeah, the rising wedge. It's a weird picture. Like my thesis still remains intact for now, right? And so I'm still bullish, trend wise overall. I feel like, but it's like, and this is the thing is, we're looking at a rising wedge here, disgusting if it fully breaks down, but we also could be looking at a breakout retest, resistance turn support. So it's going to be a really interesting, I think this weekend in particular, it's going to be, big tell of, okay, what are we going to do? What's what I think, that could determine if we're going to maybe see a trend change a bit. Maybe we just, the run dies and we start doing maybe some consolidation. Maybe we fucking get some harder dumps. Who knows? But I think this weekend is going to be a pretty important one.
For me, just going off Ichi, if we can survive this weekend and we can go through and stay above these clouds, we'll be good to go and come back up to here and maybe hit 94 and then dump. Then at least the retest will be excusable down to here. But yeah, we'll have to just wait and see. So much just happened today. It's hard to get a grasp on price action until it actually plays out now.
It is. It's a curious thing. And the reason why I was actually I was like, okay, I gotta when I woke up and I saw what had happened with the Judas candle, the Darth Maul. I was like, okay, fuck, okay. It's like I've seen these candles a lot of times on Bitcoin, right? Like, what the hell? Let's go back and find one, and let's find a couple that just happened recently. So there was a few that were very similar to what we just had back when we were in that kind of 5K zone, and we were ranging for a bit there, and we had a few of these candles. Okay, so we got one there.
Yeah,
we got
there's one.
Right there. There's one right there, right? So we got two right there, and that was where I was like, okay, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay, just based off these previous two in a recent time frame that we've had, this wasn't long ago, we're going to go lower. But now the question begs, are we going to continue the trend with these where the dip gets bought up, or so that's kind of it's funny, this is an interesting time. This is it's fun.
Yeah,
this is what we asked for, the volatility.
Exactly.
It is.
It's just volatility.
Yeah. I think if we get a big dump, I think the altcoins the majors might go for a run.
Okay. I'd like that.
Sounds a bit crazy, but it has happened before.
I would like that. I would. Ethereum is most of what I'm trading right now, so that would be. I would like that. Ethereum, you want to see a disgusting daily chart? Just go look at the fucking Ethereum Bitcoin chart, the ETH BTC daily, and look at this last candle.
Yep.
Just disgusting.
Another fucking coin I had the perfect bid set on.
So I was mentioning this to somebody else. Just off Ichi, look at this. Rejected up there, rejected up here. So this basically means that ETH is gonna go down before it goes up, which is terrible. I'm in a big position of ETH.
You see, and this is the tricky part is okay, so maybe ETH BTC goes down, but for me, because I'm trading the US dollar moves, right? So this is where it all comes down to, okay, what is Bitcoin going to do? Because I can, it's like, if, ETH BTC is dropping, that fucking sucks. But I'm trading the US dollar pair and I'm trying to make more ETH off of this trading. So, that kind of all hedges itself out. So if Bitcoin can keep going up, I feel then ETH USD will go up too. Everything is so correlated, but the ETH BTC chart, I don't even know how to fucking chart these things. They're such a shit show to look at half the time, right?
Yeah, that's why I don't mind my exposure mostly being in USD pairs of like these things. That's why most of my funds are on Robinhood for like that stuff. I know I don't own my stuff, but at least I have myself exposure to USD if I want to exit and add into options or just take profit in general. I can spend it right away.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think there's like honestly when it comes to ETH, charting it, I'm more on the side of charting it in the US dollar pairing. You know, I see a lot of, and there's always the arguments get made about, well, you should be charting it in its Bitcoin pairing, but I just see that more as a marker of Bitcoin's volatility than anything. I don't know. It's just,
Yeah,
it's like
once
a volatile.
Bitcoin moves, it'll move. But
Exactly right. So I prefer to just chart on if there's a major US dollar pairing though. That's the thing, right? Not every alt has that. And if it doesn't have that, then you're charting it in Bitcoin. Like, it's just how it is. So
even little baby bro ETH classic over here is struggling up here.
God, I hate ETH Classic.
It's coming to $10 soon once we start
I
going.
hate ETH Classic. That was one of my first big plays. I remember like last start of the run was ETH Classic.
Nice.
Fuck it. Turd then, still a turd now.
Yeah, they really hyped up Callisto so much, and like
Yeah.
they drug it out. They did that early too. Like they had me dragging along for like quite some time.
Yeah.
Then I realized, wait a second, this is a trick. I'm fucking out. I'm not staying in this.
I'll never cease to be amazed by the whole like Barry Silbert, let's try and take over Ethereum Classic and make an investment fund for it kind of thing. And
Never.
it's like what are you doing, man? Like this is just like this is another shit coin based forked from a shit coin. Like why don't you want to take the bigger shit coin? Like it's like fuck, okay.
Yeah, try to get the better one, not the little one that nobody's gonna use.
Exactly.
Yeah, shout out to chat. What's up, Crypto Paradigm? What's up, Shitcoin Jerry? What's up, Arthur? Hello, Wizard Patrick. Wizard Patrick has a question actually from a bit before. A word about accumulated liquidation creating a snowball effect. What can you guys tell me?
Whoa.
Say it again. It was like a tongue twister.
He said, well, hold up, the chat moved on me. A word about accumulated liquidation creating a snowball effect. So I guess stop loss is getting triggered.
Stop. Yeah, and that's the classic where on Mex, right, where you see the fucking huge, the fuck you wicks,
The hate wick.
Yeah, the hate
mold, fucking double-edged.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and even there was a shit on BSV today where someone.
Oh, yo, that wick was insane.
Yeah, so and to me that's another classic example of some dickhead who takes too much for the books.
Look at this.
Just slams it down, and then next thing you know, everything else just starts triggering and just gets dragged lower and lower.
It was on Kraken, no?
I sold this shit way too soon.
I don't know, was it Kraken or Bitfinex?
There's a wick here on Bitfinex.
But there was like a wick that dropped $120 or whatever. Like
went from like what $220 down to $40 and then right back up. Like
there we go. Yeah, it's today.
Oh yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Someone, I think it was I don't know, 5 million worth of shit.
What a big drop that liquidated everybody.
That is so dirty. 44.76.
And look how high it ran up too. It ran up right to the listing top, pretty much. What a scam.
Wow.
What a turd, yeah.
And then wait, did it really just dump to the listing bottom? Pretty much, almost. Just almost there. Wow.
It's just a range. It's just ranging. That's all.
Yeah, no big deal.
It's just ranging.
He's like target's like way higher.
Yeah.
Dude, so what about that post you posted? That was a real interesting post about client wanting to acquire 25%
of the supply. Like, and now at first I was like, this has to be bullshit. Like, like
so
this.
What happened?
So okay,
Here,
I see. So buddy, buddy I follow. I forget his handle. Fucking great dude. Anyways, he posts. Yeah, he posts this Forbes article, and so I start, and his tweet about it was like, "What the hell?" Like, so I'm like, okay, I'll read this, And then I'm reading it. I'm like, and then I see this. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, that's just something you write about. Like, is this real or is this fake? Like, what the hell is it? So, I haven't found any reason to believe it's fake.
Real? Fake?
Uh,
Okay.
so, but like, I don't like. I at first I was like, is this a fake Forbes website? Like, what the fuck is this? You know. But yeah, that kind of I don't know. But here's the thing: is what can you really trust, right? Like, someone saying that, maybe just trying to put a rumor out there to maybe get some hype in the market. Who the fuck knows, right?
I mean, let's just say that is real. Like somebody who says that they want to make that kind of offer obviously has enough money to make that kind of offer and still have a shitload of money more on the side.
I feel like it's got to be like some Saudi royalty. To me, that it would just be so fitting, right? Like,
we want it all.
Yeah, they already pretty much control oil, so may as well make it that they control Bitcoin too, right? So, yeah, I don't know. That was my first thought when I saw it. I was like, oh, nice, okay, but
it's like I'll have to rule out China for that one because they've been mining it for a long time. So I doubt they want to go ahead and buy it now when they probably have it mined.
And like even like it says, like, good luck actually finding that much supply out there that you can buy. Like, good luck.
Yeah, that was one of the big arguments of most of the ETFs, they were saying that it's hard for them to get like OTC sales. They can't just buy it off exchanges. It's not the easiest thing in the world for them.
Mm-hmm. That's why, like if you get like any kind of, and the institutions, they're coming, like, right, like it's fucking right around the corner, pretty much. Shit's coming. And that's, like I see people and they're like, oh, whatever, it's a whatever thing. It's like, no, man, like you got to understand this market, like the market dynamics here. Like, it's fucking, there's not a whole lot of supply out there, and to get it, you might be having to buy at some premiums if you want any size. So, yeah, it's not easy to get it in big positions. Not like that, anyways. Fucking 25% of the supply, like,
especially after you advertise it. Like, hey guys, I'm coming for all your Bitcoin.
That's what makes me feel like, okay, maybe it's just bullshit. Just somebody putting a rumor in there, to try and get a story out, just to get some hype about it. Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm cynical, right? You're in the market long enough, you're kind of cynical over this shit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, I don't know how much I'd buy it, but.
Yeah, you gotta be cynical as fuck.
That's like the fake news with BSV, where they said that Craig Wright released or something, or Satoshi released the funds off the wallet.
Yeah, there's always, especially fucking like the news that you get in China.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, it'll be literally just a screenshot of a group chat, and that'll be it. They're going off of that, and it's like, okay, guys, let's settle down.
Yeah, I'm curious what FUD pops up next, because we haven't really had any kind of real FUD. We just keep having everybody saying Bitcoin's going to 10K, which makes me more bearish every day.
So I'm curious. I think, honestly, what I'm waiting for is I'm really curious what's going to happen with, like Binance token and Leo, for Bitfinex, because, these are like exchanges that, well, we know Bitfinex is under the regulatory eye like crazy. And you'd be crazy to think that Binance isn't. Like, Binance definitely is. So, what happens if something comes down one day and all of a sudden there's a ruling, and because these tokens, they're not equity, but they sure as fuck act like it at times, right?
Well, the good thing about Binance is that they're in Malta, so they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Also, they're paying their attorneys a lot of money to make sure they don't make any linguistic mistakes in the contracts. And they actually modified some of their policy not too long ago around tokens, around using that word. So you could tell that they're on top of their shit. But they could, the SEC or whatever organization could always release some type of FUD. It could work just the same. But I don't think that they're. I think they're prepared. But what the fuck do I know?
That's what I like to think too, and especially with Leo, the Bitfinex situation where they are like right under scrutiny right now. Like everything seems to be on Bitfinex, and yet they come out and they launch a token. So, when I see that, it's like I start to think, okay, either these guys got big balls and they don't give a shit, and they're just flipping the bird to regulators. Or their legal team, it's like it's all worked out and they're pretty comfortable taking that that risk. What's up, Dale?
Oh,
Dale.
hello, Dale.
Dale,
Hey,
unmute yourself. Unmute yourself,
guys.
Dale. Oh,
He's
muted
here.
again.
Can you hear
Hey.
me?
Yeah. Yeet with me, Dale.
So
Yeet if you...
has Prince
Dale, your Wi-Fi sucks, man. Let's ignore it. Let's ignore Dale.
Yeah.
Can't even.
Maybe
We're
he's in the
ignoring
woods.
Dale. Yeah. Freaking Iowa.
No,
Man.
so far Litecoin seems to be holding that.
Did
Support.
Tunes bitch out tonight? Did he get scared because everybody was gonna get on him tonight?
Oh, hold up. Let me invite him. See if he is supposed to be on vacation too. This morning he's like, I'm taking a
You're
break.
thinking about just gonna say, yeah, I thought he was supposed to be on a break on Twitter.
Taking a break. Getting too much stress for this shit, guys.
Yeah,
Dark
basically.
Maul really got me today.
Well, fuck that candle. Like this move today is the classic, like, fuck over those who are.
It was quick
overleveraged.
too.
Oh yeah, and that's that's like to me like the classic, like it's kind of like the bull market, a bull market dump kind of shit, right? Where this is how kind of like the last few that we've faced in this rally so far have been very similar in the way that it's hard, it's fast, and then it's getting bought up, right? So we'll see how this one plays out because nothing's out of the woods yet here. But yeah, a lot of these dumps have been just vicious. Like if you're not at your computer or if you're sleeping.
Yeah,
you're
thank God I
fucked.
watch the screens every single minute, or I would have never caught that.
Yeah.
Or at the gym.
Yeah. Like in that's the vicious thing, right? It's like because we're kind of me and Killer were talking about this last episode, where you get into this bull run, kind of and you get this. People start getting this mentality that it's time to take more and more risk, and so all of a sudden, they're just increasing the leverage. They're just pumping it up, right? Let's get that position nice and fat because we're going to make life-changing money all of a sudden. But just because it's in like a bull run, it doesn't mean it's not going to fucking crash hard at times, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what goes up must come down. Stairs up, elevator
Yeah,
down.
everything's reactive to Bitcoin, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Tim?
What's up? How we doing tonight?
Oh man, hey guy.
I'm just here for a minute. I'm watching the NBA Finals, so I'm a bit busy. But
What's the score?
It's like 2020. Steph Curry already has like 10 points.
Ooh.
But do you have money on it?
I don't have any.
All his money's in T Fuel.
T-Fuel bets. Oh shit, there's 2 Dales in here now.
Uh-oh.
Man.
Now it's a party.
Can you handle it?
Dale, are you in the woods or something?
Yeah, I had to go get Betsy back on the wheel to get the Wi-Fi going.
Oh,
That's better.
Nice.
She's doing a good job.
What's up, Dale? Alrighty then.
alrighty, Dale. See ya, Dale.
Bye, Dale.
Fuck, what time frame is that chart on, Ace?
This is on the
15.
15-minute.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm short, so I'm kind of biased
Yeah.
on what I'm doing.
Oh, that's
Can I-
good. though. We got-
This is technically the bottom of the wedge, so I flipped right here.
Okay,
technically.
okay.
Can I show my
I'm in
bag?
shambles.
You can do whatever you want, Tunes.
Yeah, Cosmos, Adam, that one.
After
the
pump 30%. Thanks, Tunes.
I bought this coin 10 minutes ago.
Oh man.
That's the one.
You want to know? I have an altcoin, and it's like super.
ULL.
Yeah, super shit coiny. Like it's not even on an exchange yet. Like you have to like buy it OTC. But it's fucking sick. Future of money, bros. The future of money. Okay?
I want to get scammed.
Hear me when I say this, okay? The future of money. I don't even know how to pronounce its name really, Umprol or something. We're just gonna call it Chad Coin, okay? Its ticker,
Chad Coin.
its ticker is ULL. You are not gonna find it on CoinMarketCap. Don't even look for it. You know, just go search through the cash tag on Twitter. Maybe you find something. It's low key, but now I'm putting it out there.
Now you need some liquidity.
Yeah, that's usually how Prince operates. Is shills a coin because he's selling it.
Unfurl.
Okay, let's be fair though. There's like it's got like a 3 Bitcoin market cap. Okay,
He's like, I own it all.
well, it's own a decent amount. So you know.
And what makes this one the new
total shitcoin?
It's Chad Coin. Total Chad Coin.
Oh, here it is.
Unpro.
Ooh, look, all these little wired things. It must be on the blockchain. Yeah. Definitely.
This is a Chad website.
Yeah, man. Dandelion propagation. Ooh, I don't even know, but that sounds fancy.
Sounds like an allergy.
You know it's legit.
I don't
know. Tunes.
I saw everybody making money with Nizo, so I was like, you know, fuck this. I'm not buying.
I'm doing my own.
But I'm gonna find something, and so this is what it is. And shout out Z-Bob because he's really the one who found it. He's led me to the promised land with it.
Exchanges coming soon. There are no exchanges.
OTC, huh?
It's the gem of the month.
I'm in the OTC. All I see is willing to sell. I don't see a single willing to buy.
And they're all
Prince and I bought it all up. Boy.
Last month I was in there buying everything up, and now all of a sudden bids have disappeared. I guess apparently I'm the market right now. So
let's give them a follow.
Had some people hitting me up over like DM, like, "Hey man, you still buying? I got more than I mind."
Oh look,
like,
the low key like from 2018.
Oh, there we go.
Exchange.
So next big gem, guys. I'm a gem hunter now.
Hey, Tunes.
Yeah, is that Dale?
Why didn't we meet up in New York? You too good for us or what?
Dude,
we met up with Begsy.
I left early. I don't know why. I was kind of overwhelmed by the whole everything, and I just
You did leave early, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't even say goodbye.
The Irish exited
sounds
you.
like you disappointed him.
Maybe a bit. Because I thought I left him at the end, and I felt bad for the last month.
Didn't you and Nico's end up with like some like weird? Never mind. But anyways, like, are you guys gonna go to the thing in Vegas?
Yeah.
Probably, right, Prince?
Well, fuck, I don't know. Any excuse to leave Canada for a bit, right?
All right, then maybe we can do a stream together there. We'll merge.
Hopefully we'll be big enough for them by then.
Can't promise that because I don't bring shit to do streams usually when I'm traveling. But you know, have a couple beers.
Yeah,
maybe 2 or 3, 3 or 4. You know, wherever it goes, it goes.
Dude,
I like that.
I'm so down for that. Honestly, I've never been to Vegas.
Dudes can't even handle 2 beers, man. I've seen them.
When is this?
October 28th to the 30th.
Oh fuck! There's nothing this summer, eh? That's a
Philly, baby.
Oh fuck!
Come to me, guys.
Oh shit! There's a Philly on the moon.
No, we went to a conference in Philly last August.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's going to be happening again this year, but
what's the coolest conference you guys have been to, and why was it the coolest? In what year?
Prince, you want to answer it?
The cool. That's
Or just the best time, you know? I guess they're all kind of generic in the same way. But...
it depends. It's like, okay, so we went to a conference out in San Diego, but we didn't actually have to do any talking at it. They were just like, hey, come on out and come chill on us. And it was like, okay.
Yeah,
so that was cool because there was no responsibilities.
Mhm.
And,
Hotel was on the ocean.
Yeah, right on the water.
Wow.
The bill was paid for it, so that was cool.
That's good.
That was a good party. A lot of open bar. The way you want it to be. That one was fun, but I think like for ones that actually like I don't know got on a stage for I think the one in LA we went to, Dale, I thought that was cool. Like it was just the crowd was so professional. Like we just did not belong at all.
Really?
It was just like it was a bunch of like VCs, fund managers, shit like that.
Fun people.
Yeah, I think that Philly one was pretty dope too because we were kind of the keynote speakers, or the show that everyone wanted to listen to per se. So like the place filled up when we were there, and then as soon as we were done, like it kind of emptied out a little bit. And not to sound conceited or anything, but it was the first one we did, and it was just pretty chill.
I wasn't. It was chill for you. You were walking through the crowd, just handing the mic to people so they could quiz me and Killer on stage.
Oh.
I was sitting up there,
Stop.
glasses fogging up. I'm just sweating away. I'm just nerves, complete nerves. Dale's drinking a beer at 11 in the morning, just going through the crowd, just living the dream.
It was good, but I agree with what you said. The San Diego conference was cool. Consensus was fun too. That party, that block.
Consensus was
that was great.
That party was unreal.
Yeah, that was a good party. At first, I was kind of like, I wonder what this is gonna be like. Like a bunch of crypto Twitter people. Like I don't know.
Virgins.
But it was a good time, honestly. And
we had that party at Tron too. That Tron party that was on like the 41st floor.
Yeah. How
right
was that?
before that was pretty cool actually.
Was Justin there?
He showed up there later.
We kind of just bounced, wherever the free booze was.
Yeah, of course.
Theirs was
people were like, so why are you guys here? Are you like big supporters of Tron? And we're just like, well, to be honest, we got invited. It's free booze, so
yeah,
sure.
I don't think much of it. It's just another shitcoin, but yeah,
Dude, that's the thing with these events. I'm surprised how many of them are just like open bar. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah, it's
beautiful.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
You guys got any on the docket or anything soon?
No.
What's that docket for? What?
Like you guys going to any conferences soon or anything?
The Vegas one, I think.
Yeah,
but that's in October.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Nothing. I mean, if I hear something and it's not too crazy, and maybe they sponsor my ass. I keep saying it so it actually comes to reality,
Yeah.
But yeah.
It'll come.
Yeah, in time. Hopefully, I work hard on this. Yeah, it was a stressful.
Who you guys got NBA Finals?
Warriors.
Yeah, like let's be real. Yeah, I'm from Canada. Yeah, I'd love the Raps to win. Do I actually believe they're going to win? No. But I'd like it if they did. But to say I'm confident in it, no.
Knack is in disbelief.
Dude, I mean, Kawhi's having like a Jordan-esque like run in the playoffs, but he's just
totally.
It's not enough, dude. I mean, you need every single player on the Raptors to play their best game just to like hang.
Yeah, absolutely.
He already had his moment though, so with that shot he hit on Embiid. That's so cool.
That was freaking awesome.
He totally upstaged Lillard. Like Lillard's like my favorite player in the league, and when he hit that shot, it was like one of the best moments ever. And then it feels like everyone just forgot about it because Kawhi just kind of almost hit a better one for like the stage, I guess.
All right, Tunes. Let's get real for a minute.
All right.
That time you streamed and had that sign about Blob.
Yeah,
Remember? What's up with that?
dude, he got banned. So
What did you say? What was the sign say again?
it said
Blob
RIP. It said RIP Blob.
Oh, okay.
He got banned. So it was
Do you
like,
think you could take Blob in a fight?
I've heard he's short, so like I would have an advantage, but I'm really not much of a fighter. So
Prince, you haven't met Blob, have you?
No, but I was just gonna say I gotta dip out here, fellas. Yeah, I gotta head out. I gotta do some stuff. But hey, thanks for having me on. I had a blast. We'll do this again.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, seriously, thanks for coming on, man. Have a great night, okay?
Yeah, that was fun, guys. All right, take it easy. Be safe out there.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, I was kind of listening in and out while you guys were talking with Princess. You guys are doing some good shit.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I wish we got to hang out more at Consensus. I do regret that.
Yeah, you totally caught me off guard, and I was pretty fucked up.
How so?
Well, I was I don't know. I think we started drinking. We hit up the pool or the bar in the Consensus Hotel with like Cred and Donald and Bella
Yeah.
at like 2, I think, 2 or something, and then we went to that Tron thing and just kept drinking there, and I don't know, it just got wild.
Man, I
It
was
was
on
good
the
though.
toilet.
Did you guys go to the conference at all, or did you just
Yeah, well, we were at the same table that you were drinking with Cred and Don and all that, but we may have been there at a slightly different. Yeah, we were hanging out with Nye, Nico's, Cred, Don, a few people, but we also went upstairs to Consensus at some point because Nye lent us his pass and Z also, so we, booked it around.
like Cred messaged us and was like, "Hey, come down to the hotel bar." So we go down there, and like we're having a drink and talking to him, and then all of a sudden he just freaking vanishes. And I'm like, dude, did he just Irish exit us, or what's the deal?
Mm-hmm. Actually, no. You guys did pass by our table while we were there. I do remember.
Okay.
I didn't introduce myself though, because you guys kind of went around and you didn't know me, so I didn't want to like interject.
You should have said something.
Oh, it's all good. We got to see each other at the end, so all the same. But
Cool.
but yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I was puking so much the next morning.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah. But it was fun though. It was worth it.
Yeah, it definitely was. All right, boys, I gotta hop off too here. So keep up the good work.
All right, man. Thanks for joining.
Likewise, Dale. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't really contribute much. A little late, but Prince is who you really wanted to talk to, anyways.
No, we wanted you. You're the real celeb here.
Yeah, we were using Prince's bait.
Yeah, it's a good bait. I tend to flock to that kid for some reason. So
yeah.
All right, take it easy, boys.
See you, man.
Later.
All right, so that was first of all fucking awesome. Secondly, now that we have our resident shitcoin expert, Cryptunes, what coins are you looking at? What's going on in the market? Let's talk some altcoins for the people, because I know they've been asking questions in chat.
Dude, I'm liking this Atom coin, Cosmos. That's what I've been eyeing. It held up pretty strong comparatively to the other altcoins. As they all dumped, it kind of maintained a bullish structure. So it's pretty it only really needs to get above like it has this resistance at like 7,200 sats, kind of that area, which it kind of tapped but wasn't able to close above. It went through, but it got rejected pretty sharply, but it's still kind of maintaining a bullish structure. So above there, it doesn't really look like there's too much resistance. And then it's not too far till price discovery. So yeah, that's really that's been my whole thing with, the whole flavor of the month thing for me is just new coins. So this coin hit the market not too long ago, showing some bullish price action while most of the rest of the market isn't looking too hot. So it caught my eye. I think it's forming a bullish structure, so I like it, and I took a position. So yeah, I'm up one.
Say no
I'm up
more.
1%. I'm up 1%.
I go buy bag.
It's a good. It's better than my last trade. So yeah.
Fucking, have you heard about Ignite momentum algorithms? Cannot
What
say
the
I have.
fuck?
No.
Ignite momentum algos.
No, sir.
Sounds like a high inflation coin.
Interesting.
Uh,
Somebody's
with RSR, BTC dump wasn't bought back at all, and the volume has completely been falling away. Do you think RSR is probably dead? No,
No.
it's just going through its cycle. Plus, they had a trading competition, so typically price kind of gets suppressed during that. So I think their competition's over in the next day or so. So I don't
I
know.
gotta go. I'm just like I'm gonna head out. You guys enjoy though. How's
Peace.
the Bybit competition going?
It's going well, man. Ace, he made
we
it
we
back
shorted
to.
we shorted the top. We longed the bottom, and now we're shorting again. Almost should be back to that 0.1 again, so we can actually start doing some more crazy shit. So I expect by next week to at least be able back up to at least 0.2, hopefully.
Yep. Yo, let's pull up.
Right. I'm gonna head out now, guys. So thanks for having me.
All right, man. See ya.
Cheers.
Gotcha.
What do you think of that?
Bat. All right, let's check it out. Look at that rejection right there. So, oh man, it's so beautiful. Bat
Fucking
going
rough.
down. Ooh, yeah,
Rough,
that's
huh?
not looking too good with especially the way BTC is looking. So, I would say, ooh, yeah, bat breaks this probably won't do too good. I'd say probably go to like 35.
Mm-hmm.
So, not the best looking thing in the world right now. Let me just look up bat USD hopium. All right, so it looks like I had something drawn for it. I think we talked about this last time.
Yeah, I think it's in this. Yeah, that doesn't work.
I know
We
it
could
doesn't work,
we
but
could draw it from the second peak.
this would make more sense though, just because like in order to validate any kind of bullish movement, you'd want this daily or the next daily to get over here.
Pull it from the prior low below. I mean, so on the left.
I got it.
Okay. But you could even pull it to not that low, the one prior to the, like below that, even farther back. Yeah, down there.
All right. Let's see.
Bam.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Mega triangle.
Yeah, I guess it's held up like the trend line, but then now you'd have to worry about will this trend line break? And then if it breaks, then I'd be like, yo, I don't know. That's intense. You wouldn't want it to break.
Would not.
If you'd want to retest, you'd probably want it to like this makes sense. So for it to like maybe have some shit go on, tap here, and then go back up. What's corn doing? Needed to keep falling. Yeah, man. So what else is up, dude? We were chatting
Chilling,
early
man.
this morning.
What's
But
up?
so we were chatting this morning, but not much has changed with Bitcoin too much other than that like Darth Maul candle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that really took a lot of people by surprise.
Not I.
Yeah. Man, I gotta be quicker on my instincts. Like I
You
have
had
some
the
work
idea
to do.
beforehand.
Yeah, you know. Not only that, but just how quickly I exited my position. As soon as I saw Bitcoin moving up, I should have exited my longs. I didn't take an incredible loss or anything. I was, a bit of money, but I was definitely in profit already. And on top of that, then like I said earlier, I had these great bids set. And if I had left those instead of going to the gym and staying at my computer like a hard worker that I should be, I would have done even better. So it's been an all right day. I'm not super happy about it, but you win some, you lose some, you live to fight another day.
Yeah. Well, dude, I think I might
Yeah.
call this stream early. I'll give it a little bit more time just to see what happens on this close. But after this close, I might cut it early too.
Cool. No problem.
Any questions from anybody?
Yeah. Let's get some questions in chat.
AGI. Somebody said AGI. I like that coin.
Grin, I'd still be patient on. Let me check. Grin. That fuck it candle.
I mean, AGI looks like it's bottomed out.
Honestly, Grin kind of looks good too. On the daily, the OBV finally made looks to be a higher low.
Yeah, lots of volume on this one looks like recently. As long as it holds up this support, should be awesome and ready to go. I like this one, AGI. Something to keep an eye out for.
Thank you, chat. Bringing us the dankest of altcoins.
T Fuel.
How do you use stop loss on Binance? Feature seems to be missing. Stop limits are not the same, stressing me out. So you have to use a third party program. One of them is 3 commas. The website's called 3commas.io. From there you attach your excuse me. From there you attach your Binance API key and you can do a bunch of cool stuff using their website. And yeah, it's not that expensive. I think it's worth the hassle because you could set a stop market, trailing stops. You could attach a bot to it. You can record your trades and it shows you your statistics. So it's not only, it doesn't only, allow you to set those orders. It does a lot more. So it's cool. And no, it's not a paid show. I actually think it's pretty useful. No problem, Kieran. Someone says, look at the OBV on AGI. Are you ever into OBVs?
I don't have it, but do you have it on yours?
Yeah, I do. I hope.
If you can do your screen thingamajig.
Sure.
Don't fuck stop losses. Who cares about stop losses? Just kidding. Don't listen to me.
Okay, what do I have here?
Oh wow, look at this. These guys are pretty active on here.
Oh.
The one that he was talking about.
Yeah.
Prince.
ULL.
Yeah, they've been quite active. A little slowed down, but that's cool.
Yeah, there's a nice, not a bullish div, but there is a nice, the bearish trend slowing down, and that recent volume is nice to see. We're still trending beneath the VPVR, so that yellow dotted line. I'd rather trade above it. From there, I'd be more comfortable longing, but it's, personally, I'd probably set some bids at this level in case Bitcoin does something crazy. You could probably snipe some bids there, maybe here. But yeah, it's definitely one to keep an eye on. And these two levels, so 840 to 880, that's the first resistance. Second one's up here around 1,029 to 40, but I'd still sell before 1,000, probably like 993 or something, just so you don't get front run. But yeah, it's all right. I'd still be patient just looking at what Bitcoin's doing. I think maybe you could see price trading a bit lower, but it definitely didn't react too badly today at all in comparison to what we've seen. I mean, barely dropped 3-4%.
Ace will tell you guys when to go long.
Exactly.
I told you guys at like 8. I was like, go ahead, long that shit. It went to like 383.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this drop, and if this doesn't hold, I'll exit. But we scaled up all the way up to here. I ran out of money to scale up over here, but
Oh
had
yeah.
me,
How deep are we?
had me a little nervous up here. I was like, oh, you gotta break out back here, but looks like it's settled down. So that should do the trick. Cause if I look at the daily over here, daily doesn't look too hot right now. So I'm assuming it'll wick down a little bit before the daily comes back up. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh man, I guess I'm gonna take my dogs out and stuff, and I guess I'll catch you later on tonight. I'll probably be around. I'm gonna take a little nap,
All right,
and then I'll
man.
see what you guys are doing. Thanks for having me again, and thanks for everybody for joining.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Might.
Anything else for you on your part?
In what sense?
I don't know. Anything?
For what?
I don't know. All right. Well, all right. I'll see you guys.
Cheers, bro.
Bye.
Oh man. So now it's just us guys. Hope you guys had an alright day. Sure. Some of us took some small hits, but we are still alive. And we're still breathing. What's going on in chat? Yo, give me a coin to check, and after that we'll call it a night. Let's look at BNB while we're at it. I want to see what it's doing. This is on the daily right now. That held pretty well, to be honest. I mean, the daily candle is kind of fucked, but yeah. The trend is still bullish on the daily. 12-hour, kind of creeping beneath, but it's not lost. Yeah, and the POC of this range, so the highest volume area is here now. That should act as support, which it has been, because there's no candle closed beneath yellow, which is nice. Let's go on the 4-hour. Yeah, you can see here on the 4-hour that the CCI did dip into the negative, but there's a decent bullish divergence showing up here. So that's nice to see. This leads me to think that, let's take a brush, price will go here. And if we get rejected here, then probably revisit this area. If we manage to, break above, this area can make a decent long, and you'd be targeting the recent highs here. that area. And yeah, that's that for BNB. Check Cardano. Damn. That's really cool, actually. Okay, so I've had these two horizontals drawn out for a while, and it's kind of respected these areas. And you can see here, the VPVR price closed above it on the 4-hour, which is really good to see. That means that the highest volume area is beneath it, so it should act as support from now. However, if Bitcoin does something like drops again, then we could possibly retest this area. So it goes something like this. Or if price remains above, we could double. And then I'd have this as an area to take profit. If it breaks above it, you could then buy the retest, targeting this area. Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, today's dump wasn't great. However, not all is lost if Bitcoin can recover. So if you're bullish on Bitcoin, you should be somewhat bullish on this. Yeah. So, ladies and gents, I guess we'll be calling this a night. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys learned a bit about options. I'm glad you guys got to hear the boys from the Crypto Street podcast. If you haven't checked them out yet, I recommend you do. It's a really cool crypto podcast. They're at Consensus. Awesome dudes. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, Jerry, everyone, Jackson, Arthur, Ramesh, Karthik. Appreciate it. Be well, my friends.